Oh, mad. So if you've got one, you can't tell anyone because
they're going to start pursuing you.
They'll break your door down and come take it.
Hello and welcome back to some more Siren Reacts. It is your boy Big Joshua, Minter, and what are we going to call you these days? V2S.
V2S!
And we are watching today the 50 most valuable things in the world.
Ooh. If the number one isn't friendship and love, then this list is fucked.
I hate you.
Because you can't put a price on something like that, is what I'd say.
You really can't.
So it's
really
not valuable then?
Yeah, that's true actually, isn't it? It's priceless. Give me a prediction. What do you think the most valuable thing in the world is?
What define, like, can you put like a
Well,
country
look,
in
the
this?
screenshot we're looking at right now is there's some like kind of vase, a China
So
vase.
like an object, because you
So
could
it's like
say
an
it's
object
the
or a
most
thing.
I was going to say like a country's probably more valuable.
So let's go for objects or things. Some kind of object or thing.
Okay, I'd take a Saudi Arabian oil field, please.
No, a thing. Like, well, it is a thing still, but I mean, like,
Something
give me an
you
object.
could-
Give me an object.
Yeah. I'm going to go with a dinosaur.
Like a
the
fossil,
bones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tutankhamun's head or something.
I'm going to go with Jeff Bezos.
I said objects, lad.
He is an object, bro. He's a thing.
Why,
He's
you're
a human.
objectifying Jeff.
I don't press play.
Many people enjoy collecting things as a hobby, from trading cards to musical instruments
maybe
and
they were a trading
memorabilia.
card.
There is something satisfying about watching your
Stamp.
collection grow. But in every category, there is a veritable holy grail, an item so rare that only the world's elite could hope to possess it. From gemstones to comic books, we're looking at the rarest items in the world.
KSI's necklace.
Just like collectible things then. Okay.
HONUS WAGNER. Though he may not be as famous as Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig,
baseball
HONUS
card.
Wagner's baseball card is by
Jeez.
far the rarest in existence.
Is it because he like killed someone after he'd got it took or something? Am I bugging here? No. Okay, one sec.
The 1909-11 HONUS Wagner set a new world record price for a baseball card, selling for $3.12 million. This breaks the old record of $2.8 million, which was paid for a different copy of the same card in 2007. The cards were produced by the American Tobacco Company. About 60 Wagner cards exist. The tobacco company abruptly stopped production because either the great pirate shortstop opposed smoking or he wasn't compensated for use of his
Isn't
image.
it mad that you used to get those in like packs of gum?
There's tobacco in this one, right?
Yeah, but as in you could get them in.
Yeah.
The limited run made the card extremely valuable. In addition, the card was produced with larger than average margins, leading to the nickname Jumbo Wagner.
There was some like baseball trading card then, or basketball one, and like the guy in it, like there was a guy in the background of the photo, and he like killed his wife, and then the picture became worth a lot of money. That's what I'm thinking of. I think.
Got you.
Anyway.
Mad.
Maybe it's in here still.
Easily the rarest sports card in the world.
I swear this was like PSA 6 or something and it still went for that much.
Yeah, I'd fold in it.
Gutenberg Bible. Many people see the advent of the Gutenberg printing press as the single most important moment in modern history. Before the printing press, books had to be written out by hand, meaning that it was time-intensive. Thus, books were scarce and literacy was a luxury reserved for the rich and powerful. But the Gutenberg press changed all that. The first book printed on the press was, unsurprisingly, the Bible. The first was commissioned in 1456,
Is that the
and
first
several
printed book?
hundred more followed. But books are not designed to be durable, and very few
What do you mean,
remain.
this
At
book
the
still
moment,
exists, or was it printed
28
back then?
partial copies are purported to exist and
Partial
21
copies.
full copies. These are held in the Library of Congress and other well-respected institutions all across the Western world. A single page in good condition can go for $25,000, and a
Damn.
complete first edition could easily fetch $35
First
million.
edition.
Not bad for a dusty old book. Rarest coin. At first glance, it might look like a piece of leftover loose change, but it's actually worth millions, making it possibly the most valuable ounce of gold in the world. The
Why?
rare 1933 $20 double eagle
$20.
is the most expensive gold coin ever to be sold at auction and a legend among collectors. The coins, featuring an eagle on one side and liberty on the other,
Mad.
were melted down before they ever left the United States Mint, sacrificed as part of a strategy to remove America from the gold standard and stabilize the American economy. Only one coin is legally in private hands, with all other 1933 double eagles remaining as property of the U.S. government, and the U.S. Secret Service pursues any newly discovered coin.
Oh, mad. So if you've got one, you can't tell anyone because
They're gonna start pursuing you.
They'll break your door down and come take it. Oh, that's kind of mad. You got to sell on the black market or something. That's actually pretty sick, you know.
And the $20 coin went for an unbelievable $7.9 million.
$20 coin though.
That's a 7.699980 fucking dollar profit.
Shakespeare's signatures. William Shakespeare was so prolific that many people posited that he was actually a group of people publishing under a pseudonym. He was an English poet, playwright, and actor of the Renaissance era. He was an important member of the King's Men Company of theatrical players from roughly 1594 onward. Known throughout the world, Shakespeare's writings capture the range of human emotion and conflict and have been celebrated for more than 400 years.
That's not Shakespeare.
I like Benedict.
Cumberbatch.
While the works themselves are not rare, it's extremely rare to find his signature. In fact, there are only 6 verified copies in existence,
That's a pretty dope signature, you know.
and they are each valued at $3 million or more.
$3 million.
None of the signatures are connected to works of art. Instead, they are on legal documents that he signed during his lifetime. The scarcity of signatures only adds to Shakespeare's mysterious identity.
I've always thought signatures are kind of pointless, you know. Like, now thinking of it, you may as well get a picture with someone, not their signature. But now I'm thinking, if I meet like Stuart Dallas.
How many things have you signed? It's not a scarce. The minimum
Nah, but
signature
I'm
is not
talking,
scarce.
if I find like Stuart Dallas from Leeds, you never know, in like 100 years, that might be worth $1 million.
You think?
I reckon it'd be worth fuck all, my friend. That's what but if you want to take that risk, you go ahead.
PAINITE. PAINITE is the world's rarest known gemstone. It was originally discovered in 1950 in Myanmar by British mineralogist and gem dealer Arthur C.D. Payne.
Shout out, Arthur.
PAINITE's extreme rarity is due to it containing the chemical elements zirconium and boron, which do not normally associate with each other in nature and don't occur together in any other mineral. Ironically, some PAINITE crystals are partly altered to a crust of small pink
So it looks a bit
crystals of
shit
the
when the
more
lights don't
common
on it.
ruby. Though it's very close
Gotta
in
get cut down.
composition to
That looks cool.
sapphire, these stones are
Yeah, that's
totally
sapphire.
unique.
Is it?
Their extreme scarcity means that
It looks cool
PAINITE
there.
costs as much as $60,000 for a single carat. They are only
fucking
native to
hell.
a small region in Myanmar, making them even more difficult to
diamonds, then.
obtain. While other precious stones like diamonds and emeralds are better known, true gem aficionados know that PAINITE is the rarest stone on Earth.
Mate, don't tell Jody that. We'll end up with like
Yeah.
a PAINITE pendant.
Peanut necklace. Furious in the mud.
Spider-Man comic. Even a casual comic book fan knows that Spider-Man is the most beloved superhero and that his early material is extremely rare. Writer Stan Lee and illustrator Steve Ditko created Spider-Man as a filler story for a canceled anthology series. At the time, a teenage lead hero was unheard of in comic books. However, young readers responded powerfully to Peter Parker, prompting an ongoing title and ultimately a meteor empire, including video games, several animated and one live-action television series, a live-action film franchise, and a Broadway musical.
Jeez.
There's a musical of Spider-Man.
The first appearance in Amazing Fantasy number 15 is by far the most highly valued comic in the world.
Oi, my parents didn't used to let me watch Spider-Man.
Like, too aggressive for you.
Yeah, I remember I used to try and watch Spider-Man as a kid and they wouldn't let me watch it. Why? Like the cartoon version of it.
They probably
I
thought
used
you were
to
going to
beef about
try
that,
and
you know?
like recreate it.
Yeah.
Why was
They're pretty smart. They probably see you on your rooftop thinking, yeah, he's going to try and jump off and like try and shoot a web out of his wrist.
Well, when I see him again, I'm going to hold him to account on that one because that is outrageous. They deprived me of that as a child.
You're going to cancel your parents.
Number 15 sold at Heritage Auctions in Dallas on February 18th, 2016 for $454,100, a record price at public auction for the comic.
9.8
That
CGC.
record was shattered when a mint condition copy was sold for $1.1 million less than a year later. Because the publication was initially sold for only 12 cents, it pays to hold on to your old comic books. Treskilling Yellow Stamp. The Treskilling Yellow is a Swedish postage stamp which holds the world's record auction sales price for a single postage stamp.
My gran used to collect stamps.
I think my dad still does.
Might be what I was saying.
Yeah, might have to go and raid a house.
In the 1800s, Swedish currency was known as a skilling. The normal 3-skilling stamp printed in Sweden should be green, whereas the 8-skilling stamp was printed in yellow. However, due to an unknown error in 1855, most likely because the 3-skilling plate was accidentally replaced by an 8-skilling one, the 3-skilling stamp was printed in yellow, creating the precious Treskilling Yellow stamp. The only known copy in existence of the Treskilling Yellow was discovered by a schoolboy named George Wilhelm Beekman
loving
in
life.
1886 while going through his grandparents' attic. The stamp made headlines in 1984 when it was sold for $1.07 million.
Jesus
At a
Christ.
Kids
1990
loving life.
sale, it made over $1 million, and then in 1996, it was sold again for $2.875 million. million. Each successive sale meant a world record worth for a postage stamp. This also makes the stamp the most expensive item by weight in the world.
Okay. I get the exclusivity side of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how much money you have. It is still a stamp.
But I guess that like people will be buying it as an investment.
I get an investment, but at the same time, it shouldn't be worth that much.
Bro, but it's a yellow 3 skilling. You don't understand.
Exactly, bro. It's an error print.
It's probably not even legal
rare.
stampage anymore.
You never use it anyway. It's just a hat, bro. If I woke up every morning and I looked at a framed yellow, a fucking yellow 3 skilling or whatever, it would just add a spring in my step, I think.
Because that's what you know it's worth 2.8 million. If it was worth 50p, do you think you'd care?
Ooh, mate, I'll tell you what, if it was a yellow 3 skilling. Something about it.
Levi jeans. Levi's are synonymous with blue jeans.
Levi jeans. Do you get the reference, or did I just see what
I
did?
didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
You not seen the video? It was the guy chasing, he's just like, he's got wearing boot cuts and he's chasing him around going, yeah! Levi jeans. No?
No.
How have you not? This is a classic internet video, but how have you not seen the...
Can we watch it at the end?
Fine, you lot are on culture.
Can we watch it at the end of this?
Sure, bro, sure, but watch the end of this so I don't seem like a fucking idiot.
The story began in 1850 when a Bavarian immigrant arrived in San Francisco to try his luck in the gold rush. Hearing of the miners' need for durable pants, Strauss hired a tailor to make garments out of tanned canvas. Later, denim was substituted and copper riveting was added to pocket seams. Little did he know that he would become richer than any of the gold miners. Levi's became extremely popular for their durability and eventually their style. A pair of these original Levi's 501 jeans from more than 115 years ago went on sale in 2005 and were purchased by a Japanese collector for $60,000. While there are technically more expensive pants, these are one of a kind and cannot be recreated, making them the rarest pair of pants in the world. Double Fantasy album. One of the most legendary and brutal murders in music occurred on December 8, 1980. Mark David Chapman was a psychotic man living in New York City. He had a number of obsessions, including Catcher in the Rye, Todd Rundgren, and most famously, the Beatles. On that fateful day, he accosted James Taylor in the subway and then went looking for famed Beatles songwriter John Lennon. Before the grisly murder took place, Chapman asked Lennon to sign a copy of his latest album, Double Fantasy. Lennon acquiesced, only moments before Chapman shot him point blank in the back and the lung. The album fell into the rose garden nearby. It was later used as evidence in the case because it had Chapman's fingerprints. Though it's an extremely morbid piece of memorabilia, the album was later sold for $460,000. Chapman remains in jail to this day for the horrendous murder. SORRAIA horse.
Mad.
The SORRAIA is a breed of ancient horses that developed in Portugal's Iberian Peninsula.
Every time I look at a horse now, I can't think of anything except the fact JJ said he could knock one out.
So did Freezy, mate. Freezy they both think they
Freezy
can take a horse in a fight.
thinks he could knock a horse out.
No, he thinks he could kill a horse, bro. He thinks
Kill a
fight,
horse?
he'd beat a horse. Bro, he thinks he could fight. He said he would creep up on it. He'd slide tackle its leg to break its leg, and then he'd somehow beat it in a fight. And I've tried to explain to him that
He's going for the ground and pound.
Wait, so no weapon. He's
no weapon.
No,
bro, he's getting.
He doesn't think horses are alert. That's what it is.
You think he can sneak up on a horse? Like, it's not going to know. You watch it, it'll start going, he'll know.
If you're 30 yards away from a horse, their ears start twitching.
Yeah, but he said it like maybe like a basketball court or something, like just like he'd fight.
Basketball court?
Bro, I've told him he's gonna get packed in. He's getting packed in, but
Wait,
I think he.
Why did the basketball court come into it? It's going to find a horse in a basketball court.
No, but I mean like that's the arena you fight. That's the size. So I think a UFC ring's too small.
You have a basketball court, so there's nowhere to hide or anything. It's just that big.
It'll storm at you.
You're done
Bro,
now.
he said if he'd run up on it, he'd sneak up, kick its leg out, like break its leg, and then apparently win.
I feel like horses are like just pure muscle. Like,
Bro,
you're going to kick its leg and it's going to go, thanks for that. I enjoyed it.
Bro, even if you do break its leg, bro, it'll beat you from its back. It will just kick up with its legs. It's a beast.
It would kick with a broken leg. It doesn't know it's broken. It'll just kick it.
Nah, those two, they're deluded.
Yeah, I've tried to explain this to him, but he goes,
Their primitive markings, convex profile, and grulla coloring are all indicative of their ancientness. The SORRAIA is an extremely rare breed. Very recently, they have been categorized as a breed made by the Portuguese
that
national
fucking thing.
stud
Look at it,
in order to ensure safe breeding
no,
by
freeze your
human
breakers, they know
intervention
about it.
and thus help their population grow. Today, they are mainly found in Portugal and Germany. It's thought the SORRAIA animals were among the first to be taken to the Americas by the Spanish, as they were adaptable, hardy, and useful as pack animals. Once upon a time, these horses were plentiful all across the European continent, but loss of habitat and proliferation of new breeds has forced this beautiful creature almost into extinction. Blue Empress. It's uncommon for a piece of jewelry to set off a media storm, but that's exactly what happened in 2003 when Harrods department store in London unveiled the Blue Empress. The diamond necklace valued at around $16 million, and the shop hoped it would be sold as a Christmas present. The necklace quickly attracted a bid of $20 million. It's built around the Blue Empress, a rare blue pear-shaped diamond weighing 14 carats. The necklace in which it's set is made from 18-carat white gold and a number of smaller round white diamonds.
Didn't they just say they hope to sell it for Christmas?
Yeah, they probably sold it like in like the November or something, so someone got it as a Christmas present, like a rich person.
They say $20 million.
Yeah.
Good Christmas.
The stone is especially valuable because colored diamonds are extremely rare, and this specimen is considered by many to be the most perfectly crafted in the world. The necklace was eventually sold to an anonymous buyer for an undisclosed amount. Bottle of wine.
Might have been a tenner.
Even an amateur sommelier knows that wine is valued both for its taste and its history. One bottle of wine from 1787 has both in spades. The bottle was a Bordeaux, a 1787 Chateau Lafite produced by the Rothschild family's vineyards in the south of France. Publisher Malcolm Forbes in 1985 paid $160,000 for a bottle of 1787 vintage, which was believed to be from the late President Thomas Jefferson's cellar and has the initials THJ etched in the glass. Thomas Jefferson was the third president of the United States and one of the most revered of its founding fathers. A philosopher, scientist, and statesman, the aristocratic Jefferson was also an avid enophile. When he was ambassador to France, he spent much of his time visiting the vineyards of Bordeaux and Burgundy, buying wine for his own collection and on behalf of his friends back home. Ming Dynasty Vase. An old vase may seem like it's primed for the donation, but check it with an antique expert first to see if it can pay for your retirement. In one case, an ancient Chinese vase was left haphazardly on a wooden shelf.
I would like something like this in my house. That's very sick.
But what if someone knocks it?
Yeah, you would kick it with a football.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't buy one of the actual ones, but I like that style. I quite like the yeah. Look at that dragon. That's a funny looking dragon, isn't it?
When the couple who owned it were going through their belongings, they realized they had hit the jackpot. Dating from the 15th century, the Ming Dynasty imperial vase went for $22.6 million.
How do they just come about? Like, oh, we're just checking. We got something from that long ago.
Very few of these vases exist in good condition, and the couple said they couldn't remember where they had acquired the decorative piece of kitchenware. Thanks to this happy accident, the couple have retired comfortably. Caviar of the East. Yan Wo, or bird's nest, is sometimes referred to as the caviar of the East. There are two reasons for this. They're high cost, and because this food is treasured as a delicacy. A few species of swiftlets build edible nests that are consumed by humans worldwide, and because the nests are extremely difficult to harvest, the food is extremely expensive.
This looks like it would taste like shit, I won't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chinese believe eating these birds' nest influences lung, stomach, and kidney meridians, and improves appetite and complexion. They commonly use them to aid recuperation from debilitating illnesses because of their easily digestible glycoprotein and other nutrients. Farmed nests can cost $30 a bowl in China, but wild-caught nests generally go for $10,000 a gram.
$10,000 a gram!
It looks like shit.
A gram?
I'll be honest, they look like shit.
Well, no one at the start predicted that the number one would be a caviar nest, so there we go.
$10,000 a gram.
All right, let's quickly see this clip.
Your trousers are funny, fam. Levi jeans. Levi jeans. Karate trousers.
Anyway, boys, that's what I was laughing at. So.
All right, well, thanks for watching.
In a bit.